Insurance and protection. There are a wide range of insurance products available to help you recover from life's unexpected events. As stated earlier, some insurance products are mandatory, such as auto insurance and homeowners insurance. Others, you will need to decide for yourself whether you need and can afford to purchase them. Let's review some of the more common types you will encounter. Auto insurance is required by law in all but a few states. You must have it if you wish to drive on a public road. Auto insurance is a complex subject, and there are many factors that influence the premium. The make, model, and age of the vehicle, driver's age, and the number of claims the driver has previously had are all considered by the insurance company in their risk assessment. If you want a lower auto insurance premium, find out how much insurance is on various cars before you choose one to buy. Obey traffic laws, no speeding, tailgating, and other dangerous driving habits, and look for discounts for insuring your home with the same. Homeowners insurance. Homeowners insurance is mandatory if you have a mortgage. If your dwelling is destroyed, perhaps in a fire, then the mortgage will still have to be paid. Mortgage providers will not accept the risk that you could not afford to rebuild the property, so they will expect you to prove that you have taken out homeowners insurance. Renters insurance. If you rent, you may think that you do not need coverage. While renters insurance is not mandatory, unless it is part of your rent agreement, you should consider the cost of replacing the furniture and fittings in an average apartment or house. The figure could be quite frightening. To not have renters insurance would be foolish. Renters insurance is readily available from the majority of insurance companies and is quite affordable. In addition to covering your contents, it also provides liability coverage in case someone is injured in your rental unit. Personal articles floater. You can take out specific insurance for an individual item, perhaps an engagement ring, an antique piece of furniture, or an expensive musical instrument. Such important items should be professionally valued so that they are adequately insured. Many very valuable items would not be adequately covered on a standard house policy. Health insurance. As discussed earlier, unpaid medical bills are the biggest reason for people filing for bankruptcy. Having adequate health insurance is an absolute must. Be careful about the coverage you select. High-deductible health plans are suitable if you can afford to pay the deductible or as a last resort. If you can afford to pay the deductible, look into a health savings account to accompany your plan. Should you be working, your best bet generally is to take your employer's coverage. In the absence of such coverage, look into any other group coverage for which you could qualify, such as that provided to certain unions or other organizations. If you have to purchase individual coverage, shop around and find the best value for your premium dollar. If you have a low income, check with your state's health plan funded by Medicaid. Sometimes you can purchase coverage for yourself and your spouse and use the state's Medicaid plan to cover your children. Life insurance. Providing an income for your family in the event of your premature death is very important. Think of your family's basic needs: a place to live, food to eat, clothes to wear, and so on. That's what life insurance can do for your family. In addition, life insurance can provide money for post-secondary education at a college or trade school, or an inheritance for your survivors. Term life insurance tends to be very inexpensive, as there is no payout in the event that you survive the term. Permanent insurance, whole life, universal life, and so on, is more expensive and is for permanent or long-term needs. Disability income insurance. Whether you are single or married, disability income insurance is important. This insurance pays a specified monthly benefit if you are disabled and unable to perform your current job duties, or, for some policies, any job at all. The benefit is a percentage of your income to account for taxes and to give you an incentive to return. Disability income insurance is paid after you have been disabled for a period of time known as an elimination period, usually 30, 60, or 90 days. Sometimes, your employer will provide disability cover. If they don't, you should consider buying it yourself. Some dangerous occupations, like a professional stunt person, where disability is a high risk, may not be insurable or may have a very high premium. Long-term care insurance. No one can be sure what the future holds. You could develop a chronic illness, like Parkinson's disease, a disability due to an accident, or a cognitive impairment, or you may simply live a long life and your body will become frail, so that you need help with daily activities like dressing, eating, bathing, and toileting. Most people will want to stay in their own home for as long as they can. Long-term care insurance can help you to do that. In addition, long-term care insurance pays for care in a nursing home or an assisted living facility. If you can afford it, long-term care insurance is one of the non-mandatory types of insurance you should give serious consideration to purchasing. Insurance can be complicated. It is helpful to have someone who can explain things to you and help you obtain the greatest value for your premiums. Therefore, when it comes to insurance, finding a trusted advisor is the best policy. Ask people you know and trust whom they recommend in order to build a list of potential insurance agents and brokers with whom you can do business. Once you're happy to start consulting the agents you've listed, set up a time you can talk to them to find out which companies they represent, how they are compensated, and how they conduct business. Look for an agent who gathers facts before making recommendations.